Hope you are keeping fit and fine. Today I am going to take lesson number 7, Europe, location, political division and physical features of geography. First, let me talk about the location and political division. Europe, introductions. Europe has often been called a dynamic continent because it always has been home of invention, discovery and rapid rate of progress. Although a small continent, Europe is made up of 44 countries, with the largest being Russia and smallest being Vatican City. It is in fact a part of the giant supercontinent of Eurasia, but it is regarded as a separate continent because of its distinct physical features and population. Since the past few centuries, Europe has been influenced the world economically and culturally. It started with the European explorer, traders, religion missionaries spreading their thoughts and their beliefs to distant land. Since Europe has led the world with its modern, advanced scientific discovery and technological inventions. So Europe is a dynamic continent because it has been a home of invention, discovery and progress. It is the giant supercontinent of Eurasia, with Russia as the largest country and Vatican City with the smallest one. It has influences other countries in matter of political, economic and culturally. They were European explorers, traders, religious missionaries who spread their thought to different parts of the land. At the same time, Europe has led the world with its modern advanced technology, scientific discovery and other modern inventions. This is about Europe's, the introductions about Europe. Now let us read about what are the political divisions of Europe. Europe's countries has been divided in different countries like the Scandinavian country, which is Denmark, Norway, Sudan, Finland and Iceland. Low countries like Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg. Western Europe, France, Ireland, United Kingdom. Southern Europe, that is Spain and Portugal, Cyprus. Italians or Apennines Peninsula, that is Italy. Balkan states, Siberia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Macedonia, etc., etc. Baltic states, Estonia, Lithuania and Latvia. And Eastern Europe consists of Russia, Georgia, Armenia, Ukraine, etc., etc. This is the political divisions of Europe. Europe has been divided into, politically it has been divided in these types of countries. Now what is the location and extent of Europe? As we know, Europe is in the westernmost peninsula of the giant supercontinent Eurasia and the second smallest continent in the world. It entirely lies in the temperate zone of the northern hemisphere, and it extended from 36 degree north to 72 degree north latitudes, approximately 25 degree west to 60 degree east latitudes. The prime meridian, which is also called zero meridian, passes through Greenwich near London, from where the GMT is taken from the international line. The northernmost point of mainland is Europe, located at Cap Nordicus on the Nordicus Peninsula, but sometimes North Cap, located at 71 degree north and 25 degree east latitudes, longitude, is taken as the northernmost point where the midnight sun can be seen from 14 May to 31st July. Midnight sun can be seen there. So Europe at a time is described as a peninsula of peninsulas. What is a peninsula? A peninsula is a piece of land surrounded by water on all three sides. An island, a piece of land which is surrounded by water on all the four sides. This is about the extensions of Europe. Now let us talk about the political divisions. I have just mentioned the different countries and the political divisions of Europe, in how many countries or how many parts it is being divided. Let's one by one take the political division of Europe. So political divisions. Scandinavian country, it includes Norway, Sudan and Denmark. Sometimes Iceland and Finland, are also included in this region. Together these 5 countries are called Nordic countries, are united by economic factor. Western Europe is consist of United Kingdoms, France and lower country or Benelux countries. United Kingdoms is a part of British Isles were comprised of more than 6,000 islands. It is consists of 6,000 islands. Great Britain includes Scotland, England and Wales. Whereas the southern part of the Ireland is called the Republic of Ireland and the northern part of Ireland is called the United Kingdoms. In this low country, that is Benelux country, Netherlands is there, Belgium is there, Luxembourg is there, and they are known as the lowest country because a part of this country lie below the sea level. At the same time, these low countries are also called Benelux country because B stand for Belgium and E stand for Netherlands, Lux stand for Luxembourg, and Nether means low, hence it is called Netherlands. Netherlands sometimes is also called Holland. The fourth political division, Southern Europe's Iberian Peninsula, it is located in the extreme southwest of Europe and includes the sovereign state of Spain. Italian Peninsula, located in the south of Europe and contain the state of Italy, San Marino and Vatican City. Central Europe consists of Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Poland, Hungary and Czech Republic, Slovakia. These are the countries which are included in the Italian Peninsula and or in the Central Europe. Balkan state includes Serbia, Albania, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia in southern part, Greece and Republic of Macedonia, plus Slovenia and Turkey, that is the European part. In the eastern stop, Europe consists the Balkan state and the largest country of Russia lie partly in Eastern Europe and partly in Asia, separated by the Ural Mountain. Either earlier Russia was part of the USSR, which broke up in 1991 into Russia and 14 other independent countries. Before breaking up in 1991, it was considered as USSR, but when it got broke into Russia and 14 other countries, then Russia became separated. 9 of these countries are in Europe. These are Estonia, Ukraine, Georgia, etc., etc. At the same time, what are the Baltic states? Estonia is there, Lithuania is there, and Latvia is bordering the Baltic Sea are together known as the Baltic states. Now, what is European Union? European Union, the full form of European Union is known as European Union, EU, political and economic union organized that consists of many countries in Europe. It came into being on November 1, 1993 by the Treaty of Maastricht and has 28 member states. What was the purpose of forming this European Union? The main purpose was of achieving political economic integration and reducing trade barrier and increasing cooperation among its members. At the same time, European nation was forced to embrace, ratify and follow international agreement for greenhouse gas reduction. Now, what is the physical features of Europe? Physical feature, Europe can be divided into 4 physiographic division, physical division, the northern western highland, and northern European plain or central plain, central upland, and the southern mountain system is divided into alpine mountain range and the southern chain of peninsula. This is the physical division. Now let us study the physical division one by one. The mountain extended from the east, that is the Ural Mountain, towards the west, that is the Atlantic Ocean in the northwest, includes systems of mountains like Finland, Sweden, Norway and Scotland. At the same time, they consist of sedimentary, metamorphic and igneous rock. Igneous rock is a parent rock from which all the other rocks are formed. And this mountain tops has become round and smooth, and broad valley has been formed by glacier. They are also known as other mountain which stretches from northeast to southwest and form the backbone of the present Scandinavian peninsula. And this mountain can be divided into four lines, like the Ural Mountains, the Scandinavian mountain, and the mountain of Britain, and the Baltic Field, which includes some of the mountains like Finland is called a land of thousands lakes, whereas the peninsula of Britain and the modern Scotland are made up of all crystal rocks, and the Baltic Field, the highest highland around the Baltic Sea, is called the Baltic Field, made up of ancient igneous and metamorphic rocks and have an undulating surface. Now central plain. What is central plain consist of? Central plain lay to the northern western highland, and it is a very big plain extending right across Europe from west to east and starting from southwest of England, going through France, Holland, Belgium, Denmark in southern Sudan, northern Germany, the Baltic states, ending in Russia. And this plain is made up of sedimentary rocks. This plain is again divided in two parts, the Russian plain and the western and mid-European plains. The Russian plains is made up of ancient metamorphic rocks and were covered by ice sheet during the Great Ice Age. At the same time, the western and the mid-European plain is here. It extends from the Mercia Pipes to the England, and these plains are made up of alluvials deposed, laid down by rivers and glaciers. The greater part of the plain is covered by stretch of sedimentary layers and give excellent soil for agriculture. At the same time, in some place, hills have been eroded into basins like the London and the Paris basin. At the same time, there are many basins or many plains drained by rivers, such as the London and the Paris basin is there. Lowland of Indonesia is in there, and green. Then the central upland is there. They are lower than the mountains, and they are considerably broken remains of an old mountain system called the Hercynian systems, which extended from the Alps were raised. They lie between the northern European plain and the Alpine mountain systems. They include the Central Massif or Vosges in France, the Black Forest in Germany. At the same time, the plateaus are there, the mountains are there on the eastern part of Russia. The Rhine and Rhone rivers flow through this plain. The southern mountain systems consist of the Alps mountain systems, which is having a range rising to about 4,000 meters with swift in great curves from west to east across South Europe. At the same time, the mountains were formed during the Tertiary period, and they are known as the Alps mountains. At the same time, Etna and Vesuvius are the volcanic mountains found here. To the west of Alps lie the Pyrenees between the Spain and France, with the Cantabrians mountain in northern Spain. The southern chain of peninsulas. There are three important peninsulas between the Alps in the north and the Mediterranean in the south. The peninsula of Italy and Greece. The peninsula of Spain is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. The Balkans Peninsula is built by the Mediterranean Sea and the Black Sea. Now, what is the drainage systems of Europe? The European drainage system can be grouped into three categories. A river from the west, from the Rhone and Seine and Po. A river in the east include the Russian and the Eastern European rivers like the Volga, Don, Dnipro and Dvina. Rivers in the west are mostly useful for navigation in the east, as a river in the east fresh during winter month. At the same time, lakes are there. Many lakes were formed during the Glacial period, that is the Ice Age period in Europe, and Lake Ladoga in Russia is the largest freshwater lake in Europe. Other lakes include Onega in Russia and Geneva in Switzerland. Finland is also called the Lands of Thousand Rivers. So this is about the lesson, dear students.